So what we have here is a Volkswagen. When I say Volkswagen, what do you think? You're thinking Beetle, you're thinking German engineering, something sensible. A car that's been around forever. If I say Passat, now you're thinking, okay, nice good sedan that's been around 25 years, not bad. How about coupe? Now I'm kind of throwing you for a loop. You know, when I grew up, coupes were two-door hatchbacks or two doors with a trunk. These days, everybody has a coupe. BMW took an SUV, added the coupe label. Now it's the BMW X6 Sport Activity Coupe. Mercedes has the CLS, a four-door sedan that's a coupe. And now, the Passat CC Coupe. Essentially an extended, more sporty version of the Passat. And what makes it a coupe, and the reason VW can justify calling it a coupe, is this roofline. As you can see, nice, long, flowing lines, very smooth, very reminiscent of the coupes of the 70s and 80s that you and I are used to. All right, if you're gonna build a coupe, you gotta think sporty. If you're gonna think sporty, you gotta think powerful. VW gave us a 3.8-liter V6 with 280 horsepower. That's doing the right thing. Next, you gotta have some sporty, aggressive styling. Again, VW didn't disappoint. It's much more aggressive than the regular Passat or the Jetta, and kind of distinguishing the Passat CC as really the premier sedan of the VW lineup. Everything about the exterior of the Passat CC just screams sporty, screams aggressiveness. Just look at the wheels. These are 235/40s. That's a size that was reserved for Corvettes and Porsches in the past. That's a very aggressive wheel. One of the signature trademarks of a coupe, or coupe if you're talking European cars, is to have a rather large rear glass followed by a short deck lid. As you can see, the Passat CC follows that design pattern. Now, here's what might surprise you about the Passat CC: trunk space. It's massive. Volkswagen has gone through great lengths to distinguish the Passat CC from the regular Passat. For starters, they took out the middle seat in the back, so this is a 4-passenger rather than a 5-passenger. Next, look at the seats in the back. They're bucket seats. Very nice stitching, really reminiscent of more expensive cars like the Mercedes CLS. We mentioned the sporty rear glass, which is wonderful except when you're trying to keep the sun out. This power shade really helps that out. Not everything's wonderful about the Passat CC. For example, great looking roof, great looking sunroof, but push the button and open it up and see what happens. This pops up a little bit. I'm not buying it. VW loves to put its logo right in the middle of the trunk, and why not? This one actually does something. Love it. If you get really bored on a long trip, you can play a little game. On your mark, get set, go. Wow, who knew? The left one won. It always wins. But really, all kidding aside, this is a fun little gadget, but it's really not very functional. Very poor design by VW because even at 6'1", I can't look inside to see what's in it. Where VW really sets itself apart from the competition is just the way the car drives and feels. And obviously the Passat CC is no exception. It delivers, it's got 280 horsepower, as we previously mentioned, a 6-speed automatic. You got these paddle shifters that they kind of borrowed from their older brother, the Audi A4. And the bottom line is, this is really a 4-door sports car. The Passat has a lot of power. And I know what you're thinking, front-wheel drive, how much fun can that be? Try doing that with your Camry. So we like the Passat CC, we like the exterior. It's a beautiful car, very sporty and aggressive. Love the interior, so it comes down to the recommendation. Well, here's the problem, $41,000. This is a relatively small car, and in this market, $41,000 should buy you a lot more than what Volkswagen is giving us with this car. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but at $35,000 or $32,000, it would be a much better buy. Look for some big discounts from Volkswagen, some incentives, and I think if you can get to that right price point, then maybe you can make a justification for the Passat CC in your garage.